Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
I was engaged to a girl, and we were together for a few months. Engaged for a few months. We were together for over a year. But she started expressing doubts, and ultimately she told me she wanted to end the engagement. No. And around that time, we found out that we were pregnant together.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I was adamant about, hey, I think we should really try and stay together for the kid's sake. I think we should follow through with staying together. And so she was open to it for a little while. I moved her into my place. She has 2 kids, so we moved the whole family. But ultimately, I think she just kind of felt trapped being at my place, and she ended up leaving and going back to her place. She got her ex-boyfriend, one of her other kids' fathers, to help her move, and he was kind of helping her out for a week. And and so she left, and I was working on a wildfire at the time, and when I got off, I guess her ex-boyfriend kind of went out of state to go work a job, and so she kind of started reaching back out to me for help. And she doesn't really want to be together, but she's been asking for a lot of financial support, and she hasn't really guaranteed me that I'm gonna even get to have like a relationship with with our baby on the way. She's pretty adamant about just wanting to raise her on her own and then just kind of receive child support. And so she's not open to any kind of 50-50 custody or anything like that. And,
oh, wow.
So I wanted to be helpful to her. Obviously, she's the mother of this child, that we created. But it's really hard to not kind of feel like I'm just sort of being taken advantage of. We had kind of agreed on that I would give her a little bit of money out of each paycheck to kind of help her out. She was getting a little bit of child support from her other fathers. But even that, she hasn't really been getting lately because they lost their job. The other one's working under the table.
Do they have? Do her other 2 kids have 2 separate dads? Are there 3 dads total?
Listen, your personal data's hanging around the internet like that group text that just won't die. And cleaning up your digital footprint is a part-time job just submitting these opt-out requests. And that's why I use DeleteMe. And if you don't want your data out on the clearance rack of the internet, you should be using it too. Take back your privacy today with DeleteMe. Right now, you can get 20% off at joindeleteme.com/Ramsey and use code Ramsey at checkout. That's joindeleteme.com/Ramsey, code Ramsey at checkout.
Are there 3 dads total?
Yeah, 2 separate fathers. I would
Lord.
be the 3rd father to have a kid with her. Yeah,
pretty
messy situation.
I hate this, that this is happening to you, because this is tough, really tough emotionally. Yeah. But man, you've dodged a bullet. I'm not
okay.
No, I mean, I'm saying just you have dodged. This is not a woman that I think you want to settle down with. We've got 2 other dudes, 2 other kids. She is taking advantage of you. She doesn't want you in the picture. She doesn't value you, assuming that everything you're telling us is true.
Let me ask you straight up, Elijah, what did you do? Did you do anything, or are you completely innocent holding a bag? Did you do anything to cause this to come to an end?
I mean, I want to try and be as honest as I can. The reason I'm calling you guys is because I feel like what she and I have been doing is I'll talk to my people and they'll be like, well, she's taking advantage of you. And then she'll talk to her people and they'll say, well, he's not stepping up as a man or whatever.
Okay.
And so I would say that the main problems, I can tell you what she's expressed what her problems with me were.
Tell me.
A lot of them were just kind of household issues. It would be stuff I would put on an audio Bible at night and accidentally wake her up, and she thought that was inconsiderate.
Not you listening to the Bible. Come on. Wait a minute.
I think it was more so that it was.
All right, hold on a second. I think everybody knows that I took you at face value.
My Bible
but now
reading
I'm
was
starting
too
to
loud.
doubt you when you drop the Bible. That's the first thing that she griped about. Are you shooting me straight?
Nothing.
I'm telling you this because that was the night before she left.
How late at night was? Okay, I got to do a follow up. America needs to know this. How late at night was it?
And I don't know. It might have been 10 or 11 or something.
Was she in bed?
It might have been in the middle of the night. It might have been like I woke up to get a glass of water and I was having trouble sleeping or something.
And so you're right next to her. So you're right next to her, listening to the Old Testament. I'd be pissed too.
Really
I don't care if it's the Bible or not. I'm trying to sleep. Go to the living room. But that doesn't sound like. But that doesn't sound like worthy of this.
Yeah, I was trying to get at. Did you do anything? Did you cheat? Were you being a jerk in some kind of way?
No,
okay.
Do you
just listening to your Bible too
had
loud?
Arguments, but
all right. Do you not understand?
So it was Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, I just want to ask you. You laughed when I said it, and I don't mind being laughed at. You know, it happens all the time.
I'm sitting right here.
It really does. Do you not understand what I mean when I say you dodged a relationship bullet here? As hard as this is, and I hate that the custody thing is a thing. I got a lady in the front row. This is a wise woman. I can just see, and she's giving me a thumbs up. So that means I'm right, which is rare too. You know, you've dodged a bullet, and I share that to say this is painful, this is tough. But I think you need to understand that what you have a responsibility to is child support.
That's right.
So I would, on the fine, let me tie this up in my opinion. And then I got an outlier towards the end here.
Okay.
And I want to get out of the way, let Jade weigh in. But I'll say that I think part of your healing needs to be, I really dodged a bullet here. This is a very complex relationship I was in. It's messy. She does not seem like long-term material to me. I'm not judging, folks. I call balls and strikes, okay? And so we dodged a bullet. That should help you recover a little bit quicker. 2, I'm okay with you continuing to give her the money that you agreed to, because you said it was a small amount, and I would keep your word unless she does something that would then morally disqualify her, and you go, well, you didn't keep your word, I'm not keeping mine. And then I would wait for the judge to decide.
She continues to ask for more, and she's been spending on things that aren't essential.
That's not your problem.
Tell me what.
Oh, hold on a second. Sorry, hold on. It's not your problem.
Uh-huh.
I don't care how many times she asks. You give her what you agreed to. Unless she violates the agreement, then you don't have to give her anything. And then I'd wait for the judge to tell you, because the judge is going to tell you.
Well, and I want to know what that amount is. What are you giving her now?
It was, I basically went off of what she got child support from her other people, and it was something like $250 to $300 out of every like couple weeks, and so it was only like $500 a month. But I went back, and ultimately I was giving her, because she would continue asking for more, and ultimately it was like 2 to 3 times as much as what I ended up giving her. And so I went and I talked to her, and I was just kind of like, hey, I feel like you're asking for a lot more than what we originally agreed on. And so I kind of tried to switch to just like, can you just like let me know when you need groceries or something, and like we'll give you specific amounts.
She doesn't have this control over you, man.
I want to jump in here, because there is part of this. I want to know more, because the truth is, if you were taking care of, because the child support, obviously it needs to start while she's pregnant, because she's carrying the baby. So usually it's based off of a percentage of what you're earning. So likening it to the other guys, I get why you're doing it, but it might not necessarily be fair if you were making more than them, and if you were in a situation where you were previously providing more. So there's part of that I want to be fair to the baby and fair to what it actually takes to carry a baby.
Well, we need to get a judge involved in this.
And you need to do that sooner than later. But
not give her any more money. Don't give her any more until we get a judge involved. You give her what you said you're going to give her. I'm going to take a hard line on that one, because she's asking for more, and she's manipulating you, and she's holding that baby over you. I don't like it.
One of the concerns is like, obviously just kind of like there's, and that's kind of why I wanted to talk to you guys, because obviously there's a lot of emotional parts involved for me, but her 2 fathers, her only income source is child support. She lives for free on her grandmother's
another
property,
problem.
But her only income is child support, and so her 2 fathers basically stop paying child support. So it's kind of like, if I'm not supporting her, like nobody is.
Not your problem. It's not.
But I mean, she's the mother of my child. Like, I obviously don't want her to go hungry while she's growing our baby.
I understand that. Your only commitment is whatever the fair and equitable child support number is. If you want to give more than that, you can, but she's manipulating you right now. The very nature of that question is a guy who's been manipulated emotionally. And I get it. You got a good heart. But she will take advantage of this. Her 2 deadbeat dudes that she got pregnant with the first time, that's her problem and their problem. It's not your problem. This is a country music song, this is. This entire call is a number 1 hit. And I know, because we're in Music City. I mean, if you got any musical talent, you might want to write this one. It could really take off.
In the meantime, Elijah, go online and look at just kind of some standards to get an idea. I'm looking here. Standard is usually 17% for 1 child, 25% for 2, 29% for 3. I will disagree with my colleague and say her home situation does affect how she's carrying your baby today. So you need to weigh that in. I'm not saying be taken advantage of, but I'm just saying
She's a mess, no matter how much money this guy gets.
But
the audience
it's all
agrees.
together. It's all together is all I'm saying.
I get it.
I'm thinking of the baby.
It's a country music song. Somebody write that.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.